morning, it's Animal Kingdom Day. I hope you're going to enjoy the video. I am very much looking forward to, hopefully as long as it's open, getting on Flight of Passage, maybe twice. Last year I was able to get on it 3 times, which was crazy, so hopefully at least twice, or at least once, I guess. Twice would be amazing. I want to get on Dinosaur because it might be my last time getting on that one, and I'm honestly really upset that that's leaving. I know Indiana Jones is going to be fun, but it might be the last time that I get to ride Dinosaur, which is kind of a bummer. Also Everest, if I can get on it, which would be awesome, and Kilimanjaro safaris would be amazing too. Hopefully we can get on it. I'd also like to see the Lion King show, but I probably won't record that one just because, you know, it's a show and I don't like recording in those situations, like taking away from other people's view and all that stuff. Yeah, mostly just Flight of Passage and Dinosaur today and Kilimanjaro safaris. So yeah, Tough to Be a Bug also is going away because that's going to be Zootopia, but I'm good not seeing that one. That's going to be fine that it leaves. I'm not upset by that at all. But yeah, I hope you enjoy watching the Animal Kingdom Day. We are going to head off. Before we do though, I wanted to show you outside real quick. It's not super humid out today. It's a little bit, you know, but it's not as bad, obviously, as the other day. You can still see that it's a little bit foggy, but it's not soaking wet, which is good. And no, it has not rained since the first day. So this is just humidity on the window. And again, it is outside. But this is our view. It's just a very nice little calm view. I like it a lot. It's quiet back here. Head over to Dinosaur?
What's that, honey?
Head over to Dinosaur?
Sure.
Okay. Because I think that will be shorter than Avatar right now, obviously. Before we go in, we gotta take our picture in front of a dinosaur. Aladar gonna go soon.
Today, that bare-bones approach is about to become extinct. In a perfect blending of science and technology, Dino
No, I'm good.
Institute has created
I'm good.
the Time Rover, an amazing vehicle that will literally transport you to the age
I
of
just
the
want one
dinosaurs.
clip and one clip only.
That's right. But the result is a breathtaking journey through a prehistoric world.
It'll be in a second, yeah.
Spectacular creatures to ever
The only
walk the
important
earth.
one.
And then it's on to the tour that will convince you forever that the future is truly in the past.
Hello there.
Yay.
Welcome to our little trans-dimensional joyride, folks. I'm Dr. Seeker, your friendly controller, and a heck of a paleontologist, if I do say so myself. Take a look at this guy. He's an iguanodon, and I'm certain that he is the key to understanding these magnificent creatures.
I've arrived, it seems, just in time to correct a little misstatement.
Dr. Marsh.
That is impossibly close to the giant asteroid impact that destroyed most life forms on Earth. Our tours are designed to take you to the early Cretaceous period.
Oh, and one more thing. Those locked coordinates. We're in. This is Seeker. Listen up. We've got to get in, grab the iguanodon, and get out before that asteroid hits. Let's go. Okay, now let's go get that dino. Computer, what are you tracking?
Styracosaurus.
Not our dino.
Warning, meteor shower in range.
Just little one.
Hadrosaur. Raptor.
take it serious. Launch autopilot on homing signal now. Hang on! I'm tracking a big dino on the scope. Could be ours. Computer, full stop. Identify.
Carnotaurus.
Definitely not our dino. Go, go, go! Another big guy coming up. Computer. And identify.
Sauropod.
Still not our dino, but at least this one's a vegetarian.
In 90 seconds.
We better move it.
Pterodactyl.
Incoming!
Asteroid impact in 60 seconds.
We can't stop now. Keep going, keep going.
Compsognathus.
Computer, what's happening?
Loss of traction.
Four-wheel drive, move it!
Warning. Meteor strike.
That was close. Computer, now what?
Carnotaurus.
That's it. Abort mission. Abort, abort.
Iguanodon.
Forget it. Get them out now.
Impact.
Wait, they're not gonna make it. They're not gonna make it.
Mission aborted.
You made it! I knew you would, and guess who made it back with you? I better find him before security does. Thanks for everything!
Can everyone see me? Great. Welcome to the Avatar program. You're doing great. Almost done here.
We're all clear.
Great.
I love that ride so much. It's such an amazing one, and this was the first time I could see it without contacts. Yeah, that was crazy.
Be safe, your mind is forced before we go into the first part of the reserve, which would be to please stay seated at all times. And also please keep hands, arms, legs, and feet inside the truck as well. And if you look directly above your head near the roof of the vehicle, you may see an animal spotting guide up there. There's some of the beautiful animals you may see on the reserve today. Now, I cannot promise we'll see each and every single one of those animals up there, but of course I'll do my absolute best. And a show of hands, do we have any first-time safari riders on board? Alright, since you're on board, well, welcome. I'll be your first-time safari driver. This is my first time too. Alright, my friends, here this is going to be the Aturi Forest. The animals down here are massively like camouflage, but also very charm inclusive. Those who make their way on down, highly recommend to have those phones and cameras ready. And just keep your eyes and ears closed because you never know what you may see. Like that old copy over there to our right-hand side. And at first glance, you may think it's related to a zebra due to those beautiful stripes on the front and back legs, but it's actually not. Its only living relative is the giraffe. You can tell it's related to the giraffe by its prehensile tongue and its skull structure. Now, prehensile just simply means leaves their tongue like the hand to grab things. So just reach out to those branches, pull the leaves down, leave their tongue. And over here to our left-hand side, that darker colored antelope there is actually called the bongo. The bongo is also known as the ghost of the forest because they are rarely ever seen on the wild. And if you see those beautiful spiraling horns that they have, they're actually used to help navigate through the dense vegetation. And the lighter colored antelope there is actually the greater kudu. The greater kudu are the second largest antelope here in the entire reserve. They can stand up to about 5 feet tall, and also you can tell all of the greater kudu in the reserve are females because they don't have any horns. The males can actually go up to about 6 feet long horns. Alright, let's go and continue forward. Thanks for letting us cross. Alright, my friends, take a look up here to our left-hand side on top of the little hill here. That is actually a black rhino. Now, black rhinos actually up to about 3,000 pounds. And also, their horns are made of keratin, just like our fingernails and hair. And oftentimes, you may see them grinding those horns back there up against those rocks to give them the size and shape that they like. So it's kind of like those people who use nail filers. Now, these animals like to live in solitary. They're not very social. They kind of want to be by themselves and do their own thing. They also have a prehensile upper lip and a triangular shaped jaw. That allows you to reach up to those branches and pull the leaves out. Kind of like the okapi and the bongos will use their prehensile tongue. And over here to the left-hand side, these are going to be the saddle-billed storks. They stand at about 5 feet tall and also have a wingspan of about 6 to 9 feet. So if you look above your head at the canopy of the truck, that's about how long their wings can actually get. They also get their name because they have that yellow structure on their bill that looks like a saddle. So they're called these saddle-billed storks. And as we go ahead and make our way on out of the stork forest, we're going to make our way into the Safi River. Now here's the Safi River. You see animals that live here or in aquatic environments. So let's continue through here and down the other side to see the folks we can see first. Take a look down here to our right hand side on top of those branches. Those are going to be the pink-backed pelicans. Now the pink-backed pelicans actually get their name due to the pink coloration they get on their backs during mating season. And their backs are typically always pink like right now, but during mating season they're going to be a very bright and beautiful pink color. They also have a wingspan of about 6 to 9 feet, just like those beautiful saddle-billed storks we saw back there in the Aturi forest. And we're going to go ahead and drive alongside the river here. See if there are any more animals hanging out in this beautiful river. Something that be underneath the water as well. So go ahead and keep your eyes near real time in the water and let me know if you see like a dark shadow or anything like that. You're not seeing anything here. Oh, there's a Nile hippo right there to our left hand side. Now, Nile hippos can actually hold their breath for about 6 to 8 minutes at a time. So if they fall asleep while underneath the water, they can actually subconsciously come to the surface and get a breath of air. Also, this is most of their day in the water, and that's actually because they can overheat very fast. And then at nighttime, they're actually very active. They come to land to graze. And as you take a look over here to our left-hand side, there are some Nile crocodiles over there. And the Nile crocodiles are about 16 to 20 feet long. And about 500 pounds, which actually makes them the largest crocodile species in Africa. They eat about half of their body weight in one meal. They typically only eat about once a week. Also, Nile crocodiles are great mothers. So actually roll their eggs around their mouth and help with the incubation process. So that way the baby Nile crocodiles will hatch from eggs one day and be just as large and beautiful as their parents. And there's actually 2 reasons why Nile crocodiles will hold their mouths open. The first reason is actually to help get any food particles out of their teeth. So any cavities or rotten teeth or anything like that. And the second reason is to release any body heat because they cannot regulate their own body temperature. And we're going to go and leave the Safi River here in a few moments. But just before we do that, if you take a look over here to the right hand side, this is actually be the baobab tree, also known as the upside down tree, because it looks like the roots are in the air. But they're not. Those are the branches. And this tree can actually go about 9 months leafless out of the year, and the remainder of the 3 months will actually have leaves on it. And we're going to leave the Safi River now as well, make our way into the savannah. And here in the savannah, we may see some familiar faces and maybe even some new ones. And I want to let you guys know the savannah is actually the longest part of our safari ride. So we could actually be out here for up to 2 weeks. Also, the savannah is home to many, many beautiful animals, and some could be some of your personal favorites. So go get those holding the cameras ready. That way you don't miss any opportunity to take pictures of any of your favorite animals. Now, I do want to let you guys know, I was just out here about 20 minutes ago, and it was a little quiet here at the beginning of the savannah. But we're still going to go ahead and continue forward. We're going to look around here in some of this dense vegetation, see if any animals may be hiding in some of the bushes and trees here, because it is hot, and then we want to stay just a little cool. Back there to the left-hand side, underneath that den there, those are going to be the African painted dogs. Now, please keep the little ones seated at all times for me, please, and thank you. So I'm saying those are the African painted dogs, and they're actually an increasingly rare sight to see in the savannah. And they also get their name due to those beautiful markings on their fur. They're also very, very successful hunters and have a very high success rate while hunting as well. And believe it or not, they don't bark like the dogs you have at home, but they're actually chirping noises that kind of sound like birds. And if you look back up to our left, those beautiful antelope there are actually the sable antelope. and actually choose fight over flight majority of the time. And they have the perfect horns for it because they point backwards. So if any predators bite them on their legs or their backs, those ones can just lean their heads back and they'll fight them off. Kind of use those horns like a shield for their back. And next to all three of those sable antelope over there to our left-hand side are females. And that's actually because their fur is a lighter brown color. The males actually be a very, very dark brown or black color once they reach a mature age. We're going to go ahead and continue through the termite mounds here. And the termite mounds are actually very beneficial for the animals here in the reserve because a lot of them actually use them as a scratching post. And you may wonder, how could an animal that is very large or a medium-sized animal actually use that as a scratching post? Wouldn't they just fall over? And you might think that, but termite mounds are almost as solid as concrete. Alright, my friends, we go ahead and continue on around here. Let's go ahead and keep our eyes and ears peeled once again. There should be something coming up here on our left-hand side here very shortly. So let's go see. Oh, there they are. The Hartman's mountain zebras. And there's actually two babies over there as well. Now, if we get a little closer to them, you'll see the baby's legs are very, very long. And these zebras, the baby ones, are actually only maybe 2 to 3 months old. Now, when you look at those legs, you see they're very long. And that's actually because when they are born, their legs are about the same size as the adults. So they actually grow into those beautiful striped legs. You may be wondering, how do you tell the difference, or how do you know the main color of a zebra? Are they black with white stripes or white with black stripes? And I actually have the answer for you. It depends. It'll actually depend on the color of their nose. So if you look over to the right-hand side, you may see they have black noses, which means they are black with white stripes. You can apply that to any zebra you may see anywhere all over the world. It doesn't matter where or the color it may be. Also, zebras do not make sounds like horses or neigh or anything like that. But instead, they actually make chuffing sounds and communicate using various body languages. Now, take a look over here to our left. These are going to be these beautiful Maasai giraffes. They're actually about 16 to 20 feet tall, which makes them the tallest land animals in the entire world. Yeah, when they're born, they can actually up to about 6 feet tall at birth, so they're already taller than the average human as soon as they're born. They also have 7 vertebrae in their necks, which is the same amount as humans have in ours, so actually pretty similar. Also, there's a theory about these giraffes where a lot of people believe that their tongues are a purplish black color to help protect it from the sun, because they actually spend about 20 hours a day eating from the trees. You may be wondering, if they spend 20 hours eating from the trees and there are 24 hours in the day, when do they sleep? Well, they only sleep for about 30 minutes a day. That's not all at once. It'll actually be a few minutes here and a few minutes there. They don't actually never completely lay down while sleeping either. They'll typically sit down or stand up. And see the little baby Hartman's mountain zebras over there to our right-hand side. See one's just a little bit lighter than the other one. And over here to the left and right hand side once again, these are more baobab trees. They're actually very beneficial for the animals out in the wild because during the rainy season, they'll actually work as like a sponge and suck up about 10,000 gallons of water. And over there to our right hand side, there's actually some wildebeest there. And the wildebeest actually have the largest migration in the world of about 1.5 million. They'll also migrate about 500 to 1,000 miles each year. And it's pretty impressive that the baby wildebeest are actually able to walk around within about 15 to 30 minutes after being born. And if you look over to the left-hand side, there's a beautiful African elephant over there. Now, does anybody on board know how you can identify that as an African elephant? Well, look at the baby way back there. It's because we're in Africa.
The little baby.
Well, the joke referring to right into the ears. They're sort of shaped like the continent Africa. Also, when it's very hot outside, they actually flap their ears to help keep cool. They can cool themselves down by about 15 degrees by doing that. So I like to say they use ear conditioning. Also, African elephants can actually be pregnant for up to about 22 months at a time, which is 2 months shy of 2 years. And the baby African elephants can live to about 250 pounds at birth. And as we continue forward here, coming up on our left-hand side, these are actually the greater flamingos. And the greater flamingos are actually the tallest of the flamingo species, and also the lightest of pink. And when they have the eggs, they'll actually be a whitish gray color, but due to the brine shrimp and other small things in the water that they eat that are high in keratin, they'll actually go ahead and filter those feathers a beautiful pink color. Now, does anybody on board know what a group of flamingos is called? Flamboyant. Great job.
Thank you.
And we're going to go ahead and make our way a little further here into the savannah once again. And we may be entering big cat territory here very shortly. But just before we enter big cat territory, we can take a look over here to our left-hand side here in a few moments. We actually see some white rhinos over here. Now, the white rhinos are very, very large animals. As you can see, they can actually get up to about 5,000 pounds. And charged about 35 miles per hour as well. So they're pretty fast and very large. You may also see this mud pit over here to our left-hand side as well. And they'll actually roll around that to help protect their skin from the sun and also bug bites. They'll try to cover as much of their body as they can with it. That way they can use it as a natural sunblock and a natural bug repellent as well. Now check out those female ostriches back there to our right-hand side. And you can tell those are females because their feathers are gray. A male ostrich actually have very, very dark brown and black feathers. Like you see, these white rhinos are very social animals. Oftentimes they'll hang out in groups, which is called a crash. They also have very, very poor eyesight. You can see a few feet in front of them. You can see they might hear my brakes squeaking here on the truck or my voice, and they'll move their ears in that direction and make sure they're nice and safe. And if you look over here to the left-hand side, there's actually some cheetahs laying down over here. And cheetahs are the fastest land animals in the entire world. They can actually go to about 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds. And the fastest cheetah in the entire world is clocked in at over 60 miles per hour. And that can run down for about 200 to 300 yards at a time. And you may also see those very long tails that the cheetahs have as well. That actually is what helps steer while running and also keep their balance. And I'm one of the only big cats I prefer to hunt during the day because they have 2 black markings underneath their eyes to help the reflection of the sun. While hunting, so I like to compare them to American football players because of the 2 black markings underneath their eyes to help the reflection of the sun. And also the very bright lights in the stadium so they can make those amazing plays. And as we continue forward here, coming up on our left-hand side, these will be the Kobe rocks. Now, sometimes you may see predators on top of these rocks looking over the savannah for prey, and sometimes you may see prey looking over the savannah for predators. So we'll actually just simply use these rocks as a vantage point to look over the savannah. Our friends up there to the left may put away for right now, but there are some more white rhinos over there as well. Now, like I was saying, when they move their ears around, that's just to make sure they're nice and safe from any predators. But the sad thing is, rhinos do not have any natural predators. Their biggest threat are poachers. We have to sit here for a few moments. Seems like everyone up here is going poly-poly, which means you go very slow in Swahili. Kind of see a warthog back there laying down by one of those stumps over there. The warthogs are actually one of the largest land-growing animals in the entire world. They actually reuse holes from other animals, so they like to call them nature's recyclers. Now check out this ostrich up here taking a dirt bath. This is what they need to help keep clean. They'll just flap their wings and feathers all around in this dirt, and that is called a dirt bath. Now, ostriches stand at about 6 to 9 feet tall and can weigh up to about 200 pounds as well, so they're very large. They also cannot fly, but instead they actually use their wings to help steer while running and also keep their balance. And if you look over here to the right-hand side, you may see some ostrich eggs over here. Now, one egg can actually weigh about 3 pounds on average, which is equivalent to 24 chicken eggs. That means that those birds are about 200 pounds, and instead of those eggs until they hatch, an adult human can actually stand on them without it cracking. They are very durable. And as we go ahead and make our way on out of the savannah, we're going to make our way into the Magadi Glen, which is one of my favorite places here in the reserve. Because it's actually home to the Nigerian warthog. Also, this is where where the warden shack is at as well. Now the Nigerian dwarf goats are excellent climbers. Oftentimes you may see them on anything down here. I've seen them on top of the, oh look, there's one in the back of the warden's vehicle. They're very social and playful animals. They spend the majority of their time sleeping or eating. They're also very popular in many places all over the world for a lot of different reasons. One of the main reasons they're very popular is actually because they're a lot smaller than any other livestock or cattle. So with that being said, they actually take up a lot less room and also need a lot less as well. Alright my friends, looks like our safari ride is coming to an end, but I had a great time out here with you guys. We saw quite a few animals and we also learned about them as well. I hope everyone on board got some pictures and videos of some of those animals that we can share with their friends and family, and also learn a few new facts as well. And if you would like to know what you do to help those animals you saw in the reserve today, or the ones you see at home, just remember the 3 R's for me. Reuse, reduce, and recycle. Be simply recycling those soda cans and water bottles when you're finished drinking them. Turning off that water while you're brushing your teeth until you're ready to rinse. And last but not least, unplugging those cell phone chargers and electronics when you're not using them. And that may not seem like much, but we remember the 3 R's and apply them to our daily lives. We can actually make the world a better place for us and the animals for many, many more years to come. Also, your adventure does not stop here at Kilimanjaro Safari. There's 2 more places right around the corner here in Africa you can head on over to check out. See more live animals if you haven't already. The first place I'd like to recommend is called Rafiki Smart and Watch. There's a wonderful train ride over there which is called the Wildlife Express train. And you can go to a petting zoo so you can pet some Nigerian dwarf goats, some sheep, some pigs, and a village as well. There's also an animal hospital over there where they'll just take the animals if they just need a routine checkup or anything like that. And the second place I'd like to recommend today is going to be a self-guided walking trail which is called Gorilla Falls. And over at Gorilla Falls you can go see many, many more animals that are native to Africa like snakes, frogs, lizards, an underwater hippo exhibit, some silverback gorillas, and many more as well. So it's actually pretty fun. Now here in Harambe we do not like to say bye because it's far too sad and far too final, but instead we actually like to say kwaherini, which means to go well. And if any of you guys on board are wilderness explorers, you better just write these simple ones, SIMBA1. That's recording your next badge. Again, my name is Maya, I'm from Freehold, New Jersey, and I'd like you guys to write with me. I had a great time out there.
Back at the room. That was a nice bus ride. It was one of the old buses that we used to ride when I was a little kid. I didn't know they still used them. But we were there for 8 hours, Dad said. 9 till 4 o'clock, so however many that equals. Yeah, we were there for a long time and it was so much fun. Now it's time to get back to the room and cool off, and Dad's feet are a bit sore, so get his shoes off and let us relax for a bit. Back for the room, I think, for the day. Might go down to the pool for a bit, but yeah, that was an amazingly fun day at Animal Kingdom today. Got to ride Dinosaur twice and Flight of Passage twice, which was amazing. Did Tough to Be a Bug, which I didn't record, obviously. That ride, or show, I guess. I don't enjoy, yeah, I forgot how much of that I watch with my eyes closed because so much of it, like, shoots air and stuff in your face, and I don't like that. So yeah, I forgot how much of that I don't enjoy. But yeah, and there's also no videoing in there either. But yeah, so I didn't record that. And then we also saw the Festival of Lion King, and I rode Mount Everest twice too, which was crazy. And we also, as you saw, did the safari. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here because my phone is dead and we're just gonna relax for the rest of the day, I think. Again, might go to the pool, but that's literally it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the very long, for us, I was not expecting to be at the park for 8 hours straight. But it was a lot of fun. Thanks for sacrificing your feet, Father. Good job getting through the blisters. Hopefully they'll be okay for Magic Kingdom in a couple days. But yeah, I am gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Next week's will be just another resort day, I think. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next week. Thank you again so much for watching, and I hope you're having a really good day today. Bye!